Dear partners, greetings of the day. Welcome for our today's webinar from Maldives. And our webinar today is dedicated to hidden gem of Maldives Islands, ParkHyatt Maldives Hadahaa. And the location of this island is truly amazing. It's in a deep, deep south with a very unique marine life. And I'm really excited today to give you opportunity to learn about this property because not a lot of people know about it, and today we will have opportunity to learn and also to see some live from the island. We have prepared for you very nice room tour around, so I'm really looking forward for it. And before I will start with a few updates with Maldives news, please put pluses in the chat if you can hear me good and you can see me good, so we can continue with presentation. And I'm really happy to see our regulars who regularly taking part in our webinars, like Alexandra, Anita, Brindusa. Hi Piotr, lovely to see you, that you found time to join us. Hi Robert as well, lovely to see you. So really cool. Yurita, regular, thank you so much that you found time and joined us today. Yeah, okay, I see some pluses that it means with connection everything is fine. So just a few updates to those who already was with me on the last week webinar. Maybe it's not in use, but maybe some partners who didn't participate in last week webinars, I will just give you a quick highlight on some changes that we do have. I believe that all of you supposed already to receive email from Intour or ROAM about changes in the tourism industry of Maldives. There is increase of the green tax that is will be starting from 1st of January 2025. Right now it will change to $12 per person per night, including infants, and this is for the stays at resorts. And there is also change for guest houses as well, so the change will be also from 1st of January 2025. It will be $6 per night per person, including infants as well. There will be increase in TGST, it's tourism tax, and it will be increased from the 1st of July 2025. So it will be increased from 16% to 17%. So basically it will influence, of course, the contracts that we currently have, and we are still in the process of changing these contracts because we are in communication with resorts, so they will be sending it out. Unfortunately, we can't avoid it because it's a government tax, right? And so it will affect actually all the bookings that is coming for the next year. So staying in touch on this one with our team. And also it was a very important change for cigarettes, the amount of cigarettes that the guests can right now bring in as a tourist to Maldives. So it's right now 200 cigarettes, 25 cigars, or 250 grams of tobacco that the guests can bring to Maldives. I don't know how many people right now are still smoking normal cigarettes, because I know that a lot shifted to vapes, and the vapes are affected as well. So actually from 16th of November, it's forbidden to bring to Maldives any vapes, and it's affected tourists as well. It's not only locals, and I will double this information to you in our follow-up email for sure, because those who, for example, didn't attend on the last weekend or didn't receive information from us, you will receive it in our follow-up email. So I will have it. I will for sure send it to you. And also I'm so happy to share with you news that today we not only have a lovely trip to ParkHyatt in Maldives, but also resort prepared so many nice perks for you guys. So I'm a little bit even jealous, because there is some incentives that you can use for your personal advantage as well, and it's really cool. And then we are coming back to the statistics. It doesn't change much from the last week. Basically, it's no changes in the countries in the top 10. It's just increasingly small amounts of the arrivals, of course, I mean in numbers. So statistics remain the same. We have on the first place China, followed by Russia closely. And then we have top three countries that always in the top 5. It's UK, Germany, and Italy, big fans of the destination. And then we have India that is dropped like on the 6th place. Those who was on my webinars last year remember that India was always on the 1st place last year, and now it's moved to the 8th. And then we have USA, France, Spain, and Switzerland. So let's see, maybe one of our Eastern European countries will make a shift and change something for the upcoming festive seasons, and let's hope we will push it from our side. Okay, this is the news from my side. Nothing much, nothing new, as last week I already highlighted it. But I say, like, it's better no news than bad news, right? Okay, I'm happy to invite Angelica. Angelica is sales manager from ParkHyatt. She's based there, and Angie will show us around a few rooms that she prepared to move you around and to introduce you the island. So Angie, please go live with us and show us a little bit of your beautiful island.
Could you let me know if everyone could hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, we can see you. So you can switch for frontal camera right now. So just, it will be a better view. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So we are currently starting with the beach pool villa. So this is actually our level 3 in the categories. So the first category is a beach villa, and then a water villa, and then beach pool villa. The only difference between the beach villa and the beach pool villa is actually the swimming pool. All other layouts is exactly the same. All right. The square meter footage for the beach pool villa is 180 square meters, including the pool area. So this is the king size bed right here. And you have also a day bed right in front. Just to let you know, we can also include an additional roll-away bed if needed for additional packs. Our maximum occupancy for the villa will be 3 adults and 1 child. So let me just show you around. So minibar will be there by the desk at the bottom part. And let me show you in this corner. So we have our indoor bathroom and shower as well in these 2 doors that I'm just showing you. And we have a very spacious his and hers sink right here. So that's why you're seeing 2 sinks separately, including as well our wardrobe area. There will be 2 as well in each, including the bathrobe, the slippers from the bottom. So the slippers on the his side is actually bigger than the other side. Okay. So we do have the indoor shower, so as our outdoor shower as well. So you can have much more of the Maldives feel. And we have the bathtub located here outside as well. So you can see clear blue skies right now, and you can enjoy a shower right outside. And let's have a little bit of walk as well in this area, because it's not going to be complete without actually seeing from the outside. So let's just go from here. You can see here the size of our plunge pool area is somewhere about 15 square meters. And now I am walking towards the beach section. So right here you have some sound lounges. Right now it's a little bit of a high tide. So here you can see the beaches around the area. So if you are all okay, or if you have any question at this point, please feel free to tell. Otherwise, I will move on to the next villa category.
Hi, Angie. Yes,
Yes?
Robert, he do have some questions. So, is
Yes,
the
please.
bathroom air conditioned in the room? Is toilet separated with doors from the room? And do you have a lot of mosquitoes on the island?
All right. So bathroom, yes, it is on a separate doors, and the indoor ones is actually air conditioned. And then for the mosquito, actually our island is, I'm very proud to say that we are about 95% mosquito free. You would barely feel or see any mosquitoes from the island, compared to the ones you would normally hear from another property, wherein it's kind of very common, as you know how it is in the Maldives. It's a very tropical place, so it's very common to actually see a mosquito. But to be honest, even in my own personal experience that I'm living in the island, I was barely bitten by any mosquito at all.
Okay. Next question about the toilet. Is it separated with doors? And is all villas has the same privacy as this villa?
Yes, so in terms of the doors, yes, it is separated by the doors. So the door for the bathroom is different, and the door towards the shower is actually different. So if somebody is using the bathroom, they can actually still use the toilet. In regards to, you have, what's with the other question again? Sorry, I missed the other one.
The question is about the privacy. Is it the same
Privacy.
privacy in all rooms that you that we have in these rooms that you previously showed to us?
Yeah, so actually, depending on the location, we have tried to diversify a little bit the privacy, because there are some guests who actually prefers a much more open area. If you do understand what I'm trying to say, is that you remember the previous villa that I showed? It's actually that's what we call a little bit like semi-open, because we try to give some more privacy, and in the other location it's much more of like completely open. So in each side of the villa, we're actually able to show different kinds of location, but right now I can only show the semi open, because this is the availability right now, since we are running on a high occupancy at this period. All right, so any further questions about the beach pool villa, or maybe I needed to clarify even more about the privacy?
Angie, you can continue with show round the two-bedroom one, and if we will have more questions, we'll get connected in the end of the show round room. Okay?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am now in the two-bedroom beach pool villa. If you could slightly remember how the beach pool villa looks like, it looked exactly the same in terms of layout. You get the king bed right here, you have the day bed as well, and you got the swimming pool in front. And the same layout will be for the bathroom. So we've got the bathroom and the toilet separately, and the his and hers as well, his and hers sink. So it will be the same. Now, the only difference here is that we are having the second room, which is completely separated by a door. So this is the second room of the villa, which has an extra, so there will be two beds set up in here. So I would say that the size of the bed is somewhere in between a single and a queen size. So you will also have some study table in this corner. And the major difference in this room compared to the other rooms is that it only has the indoor shower and bathroom. It doesn't have the outdoor one like we have in the master room. But still the same, we have the his and her sink. What I also like about the beach pool villa, the two-bedroom beach pool villa, is that we have a bigger swimming pool here, which is nicely designed for a family because it's a larger space. It's comprising approximately about additional 100 square meters for the deck and the pool. So in the poolside area, we actually do have some sunbeds that is slightly submerged in the water. And you got this full size of the pool right here. I just let me see. There is a question. What are those closed windows at the side of the bedroom? Closed windows. Can you specify me which one is it? Are you referring to these panels right here? Okay, so this is actually for the privacy of the bedroom itself. So these are kind of a sliding panel wherein you can pull out so that it could keep the privacy in the villa because as you can see, we have a clear glass window right now. Is that clear? Uh, can you open them?
Um, can you just try to show us how it works, how it's like working, like try to close it so we can see how
Sure,
it's working actually from the other side.
no problem. We will try to
Mm.
open it from the inside because there is
Yeah,
a lock in the bottom area.
yeah,
Just give us a
okay.
second. So this will be the extra panel just for the privacy. So we have an extra panel as well, you can see. So it depends on how much panels you would require. Otherwise, we can always keep them open. All right. And there's also a third panel. So that is how important it is at times wherein we do have the options for a semi-open kind of outdoor area like this, wherein you can still be able to see the greens and there is a direct access to the beach. That is one of the reasons that we try to keep it as like this because some guests they are not very much fond of having a villa that is completely open like this and they would have some privacy and some guests they would actually wanting to see everything from outside. So just to show you, actually, it's just almost next to the villa where we went to earlier. So the looks of the beach area will be probably almost the same. But in terms of layout, we do have still the sunbeds available as well. And instead of two, we are placing four in this one because we have two bedroom, which is a minimum occupancy of four persons, maximum of about six people. So what is really good about this area and the beach is that apart from we have a very good house reef, we do have a nice entrance to the beach. So we have a very soft area, soft kind of sands. I don't know if you can see how the quality of the sands is because it's much more to the quality of a powder compared to the typical ones that you would see in other resorts. So what usually happens is that once they open up a huge construction into a resort, it gets mixed with the construction sand and the quality becomes much more rough. So if you can notice that the quality of sand inside the villa, which is where the construction is right here, is a little bit different compared to how exactly it looks like from the beach area. We tried as much as possible to keep every renovation and every construction in the entire island as sustainable as possible, making sure that we try to keep the original reefs of the island because this is what we are really selling for. If you know how it is in the construction in the Maldives, usually they actually put up a large pillars and they will try to dig in deeply to place in the pillars. But here, what we have done is that we have slowly placed them on top of the ocean bed, trying to avoid as much corals as possible so we do not damage them at any point. And I wanted to show you a little bit here on the outside because it's a bit unique for me as well to see layout in this way. This villa in this corner is a little bit like a maze. What I'm trying to say is that here in ParkHyatt, we try to keep as much trees and plants as possible. The villa can be only one villa in this corner. So right here, there's only one villa, which is Villa 22. And in some corners, there can be even more. I'll show you one more corner just for you to understand. So we tried to lessen the number of trees that needed to be cut as much as possible. So that's why the villa is kind of like a maze. So there's like two in here. And then again, there's one in here. So it's like a mini city in this area. And then the main road is still quite far out. Any questions at this point? Sorry, because I'm not able to read the questions properly if in case.
Hi, Angie. Yes, there is a question from Alexandra. She's asking, like, there is a lot of leaves around on the beach. Is this going to be cleaned before guests' arrivals? Do you have daily gardening cleaning or leaving things as they are, basically wild to the nature?
Yes. So actually, once the guest arrives, you are actually correct, indeed correct. We are cleaning them on a daily basis, every day, not only prior to the arrival, but actually every day, whether there's an arrival or not. We do have specific staff who are actually trying to do this cleanup, whether it's unwanted stones in the corner or maybe some leaves falling. And it's only because it's towards the end of the day. That's why probably there's a bit more. And just about 5 minutes ago, it was actually raining. And now
Oh,
it stopped.
yes, I remember on the test call, and it was quite a big pouring, so it's just like
It,
drop
it
of the
was it
leaves.
was
Yeah,
quite a strong one. It was
yeah.
not that long, but it was quite a strong one. So probably more of the leaves actually fell down. But on a regular day, actually they do clean it up nicely to make it sure that it's very nice and clean, especially on the beach area. But what I really like is that regardless of that, we do have a very nice shading almost into the
Mm-hmm.
entire island because we have kept as much greeneries and as much trees and plantation as possible. And these are originally kept in their own places. They were not moved at all.
So
So
can
that's why
you,
even the road, yes,
yeah, can you walk around the beach
sure.
around the beach
Uh,
all around the island?
by the beach all around the island. May I recommend to go a little bit further? I think the beach in that island looks actually good today.
And Angie, there is also another question from Robert. It's regarding
Yes,
these
please.
panels. Like, is it the same panels that they are on the top of the desk? I don't quite understand about desk. Like,
Ah, I see. Okay. So
mhm.
there is also a panel on the desk because the near the desk is actually having a glass window. So we do have the wooden panel if they would prefer to have some sort of privacy. But I mean, for me, if there's no reason for the privacy, like you're normally wearing your day clothes and so on, I would really recommend to open the panels because it brings in a very natural lighting. Just give us a second. We're just trying to see where we can cross from the villa. Only 22, nothing else. Lower number, any day. Lower number. I'm just trying to check any guests in the room because I don't want to enter from the entrance wherein there are guests. Just give us a few seconds. Any further questions? Probably, maybe you have something in mind, so we can try to answer them while we are trying to find an area where we can bring you to the beach. Otherwise, we will go closer to the other area where there is an open area, because it's kind of like difficult to go in from the villas because there might be some guests as well. Sorry again. 11, 12. Okay, so we've got another space here. All right, so 11. Okay, so here we are as well in the other side of the beach. So, any questions or any other places that you would like to see at this moment? Because right now, in terms of a villa category, all of our other categories is currently sold out. So that's why I'm only able to show you the beach pool villa and the two-bedroom beach pool villas. Is there a chance to see bioluminescent plankton?
Yes, this is the
Uh,
next question.
that's a good question.
Yeah.
Because I would say that I cannot give you this question, this answer for now, simply because I haven't crossed the season wherein there is usually the bioluminescent plankton. But what I can tell you is here in Park Hyatt, the location is very. I don't know. Are you guys hearing me properly, even with the sound of the waves? Just to check.
Yes, yes, we can hear the
Oh,
sound
nice.
of the waves. Yeah, nice.
Oh, that's good. Okay. So here in this location, which is much more closer to the equator, actually gives us edge over a lot of other atolls and other resorts. And I'll try to explain you why. What they say is that any places that is very near to the equator, the gravity is actually lesser, making it we are much more closer to the moon. So all the locations that is in the equator is much more closer to the moon, and for that reason, we are getting more different kinds of marine life in this location. So maybe you have heard probably when you went to Hanifaru Bay, they said, "Oh, we cannot do the mantas right now because there's no full moon. Oh, we cannot see this one because there's no full moon." So for some reason, there is a relation to the marine life or any other animals to the full moon or to the moon itself. So here we have different kinds of species. If you have heard as well of tiger shark, a leopard shark, which is very, very uncommon, you actually get to see them in this atoll only. We get to see whales, whale sharks. We do have here, of course, dolphins. And even if you don't go far out of the island, you can still see slowly some dolphins too. We do have a lot of manta rays. Just yesterday, we saw some videos of live manta rays going around the island, and a lot of how do you call it, reef sharks as well in the islands. We do have a nice snorkeling area into the entire island. It's a 360 snorkeling spot, and it really is a very good house to different species of fishes around here. And the planktons around here are being a good food for some of our baby sharks, and also with our good small fishes around. So this is one of the main reason that I can really justify that we have a very healthy marine life into this atoll, and specifically here in Park Hyatt Maldives. This spot is actually something that I know would be enjoyed by someone who loves a good nature, someone who loves diving, snorkeling, who would like to enjoy a pure beach, having some probably drinks on the beach, soft sands, crystal clear blue waters, a clean area for you to do your walking into the waters and snorkeling. This is somewhere you can have it all. And I'm sure that you are very familiar on how the Maldives properties are. And many of you have heard probably some comments from other properties wherein they're having a little bit of issues when it comes to the entrance to the beach, the quality of the beach, the broken fragment corals. I am 100% sure you're aware of that, because even I myself have suffered that kind of issues when I was still working in other properties closer to Male. Whereas further out to Male, we can easily tell people that one of the reasons why you should come by to Park Hyatt Maldives, I know it, I understand that it's quite far, but the nature here and the place is actually very uncomparable compared to the ones that are much closer to Male. So I hope even so you will not be able to see the bioluminescent plankton. I hope that we do have enough of things that you can actually do see around here into the island. And just for you to know, we are not doing any kind of motorized activities, because these are one of the things that may damage the reefs closer to the island. So those kind of things we try to not encourage here in this atoll. I think many of the resorts in the same atoll are doing the same way, because our main selling point is the reef and the beach itself.
Thank you, Angie. It was a very, very open reply to all the questions. It's really cool, and the island really looks like a gem, hidden in the close
It
to the
really is.
equator with the beautiful nature. So it really looks amazing. And Robert is asking, do you have any seagrass in the water?
Seagrass. Did I get it right? Do you mean like a seaweed? Probably, is that what you
Yes,
mean?
seaweed. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Floating seaweed, like just on the shore, we don't normally. Oops, water is coming in. We don't normally see them. There is some sort of a small kind of weeds by the seabed. So how the corals look like, the table corals. So these are the type of corals that literally look like a table. So if you do the snorkeling, you will be able to see what I'm trying to say, wherein we have a smaller kind of seaweeds that is being eaten by the fishes. But if you are referring to the kind of seaweeds that usually floats into the water and then they would go all around to the beach areas, I think I know what you're trying to say, because we used to have that one before. They turn brown. They look like, just leaves falling out of a tree. It kind of look like that. We don't normally get to have them in this area.
Okay.
Maybe during a rainy season, when there's a really strong rain, they can be washed out from somewhere, because this is the nature. So we cannot really specify not to have any of those. But even if there are, it's very minimal.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Angie. So,
Very much.
dear partners, any questions to Angie? You have opportunity to get all the replies directly from resort. Angie, how long will take to walk around the island in minutes? Like,
Aha, that's a good question. Okay, so the shape of the island is a bit like round, and then there is an outdoor deck towards the water villa. If I'm gonna make a walk only on the rounded area or only towards the island, my estimate for myself is somewhere about 20-25 minutes entire island. But because I'm short, probably for you guys it will take only 15 minutes because you have longer legs.
okay, it depends on your fitness, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely. For me, I'm a short person. I'm only 150 centimeters. It will roughly take me about 25 meters for the entire island.
Okay. Okay, dear partners, I see that there is no more questions anymore. So, Angie, thank you very much for joining us today and
Thank
showing us a
you very much.
piece of paradise.
Oh, very much welcome. Oh, there
Wait
was
one moment. One more question. What about manta rays?
okay. So we do have some activities wherein we showcase the snorkeling on a specific location. Oh, Evgenia is there.
Yeah, I'm joining. Hello, everyone.
Oh, you wanted to answer the question, Evgenia? I thought you wanted to answer. That's why you popped in. So they were asking about the manta rays.
Time activities manta rays. Yeah, no worries. Let me, summarize what we also have on the island and show you, tell me how much time I have because when I start speaking about Maldives, I can speak about this for the years. Just
Evgenia, usually we start to handle the webinar up to 1 hour. So like you have a 30 minutes to go.
okay.
Angie, then we will release you and we will pass the word to Eugenia. So she will continue with the presentation and she will reply to the question about mantas. Yeah.
No
Yeah,
problem
thank
at
you.
all. Thank you so much for your time, guys. I'm logging out. Thank you and
Thank you,
bye.
Angie. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you. And let me jump to, first of all, to our presentation, just to summarize and, to reply to all your questions. Loading.
Okay, so I'm popping out, but I will be seeing you. And in case of any support, I will be there. So please, guys, enjoy the presentation.
Yeah, first of all, let me show how our island look like. You'd see that it's really small island. It's around, I think, around 400 meters. So Angie told you can go it around 15 minutes. So as you can see, we are a small island, but with a big heart. So step by step, of course, this is our top reasons to choose ParkHyatt Hadahaa. As you already can see, why people travel to us, because this is our main question. And remember that also Tetiana asked me, you're located so far away. Why we should choose you? Why our guests should book? And also tell me advice. What we can tell, or what you can tell your guests about our property. So as my team already told, we're located nearby by equator, and comparing with other resorts, ParkHyatt, I can tell you that people come here to see Maldives how they were 12 or 10 years ago, to see this deep and beautiful nature. So, and that at ParkHyatt we are the third place with the best house reef in Maldives. So we are in top 10, and our unique selling point that our beautiful natural house reef located around all the island. So no need to take a boat, no need to spend additional time to travel to see underwater life. So it's very easy. You just take your equipment for snorkeling and go to the beach. By the way, it's of course free of charge, all this snorkeling equipment. So you can jump to the water from water villas, from beach villas, and you can see all our beautiful marine life. So What else about? Let me also tell a very important note about arrival. So we have lounge, minimal lounge. I think that a lot of you already was in Maldives and you know how it look like. If you need pictures, please let us know. Of course, as usual, when guests come to the airport, they can see a signboard with your partner. So then I can tell you that as we're located far away, we have 6 times domestic flights. So it's very easy. For example, if your guest arrival to Mali airport, for example, at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., they are already in our property at 3 p.m. So and also you know that during domestic flights, guests will have some drinks, you know, snacks, so it will be very comfortable. You know, also comparing, for example, resorts reachable by seaplane, we can arrange domestic transfer also after 3 p.m. You know that seaplanes stop producing after 3 p.m. in Maldives. So, for example, if your guests come to at I don't know 3:30 or 4 p.m. in Maldives, no need to book to stay. Hotel to stay their stay in Mali or Hulu. So also, you know, for departure we can do transfer day in day if guests have international flight, for example, at 10 a.m. or 11. So it's also, I think, very important about transportation. As so domestic flight approximately 55, I can say, minutes and 30 minutes by speedboat. Our neighbors, by the way, I wish to tell you that our neighbors, I do believe, you know, these properties like Ayada, Raffles Residence, and Pullman. So what we have on the island, as I told you, know, we're a very small island, and I can tell that we could be very good option for what categories guests preferred to choose our island. Of course, first of all, this is couples, the guests who prefer to stay for honeymoon trip, because you know we have very good honeymoon package. It's like a free photo shoot, beach dinner, you know, and so on, and romantic setup, and any kind of activities. So couples, honeymooners, you know, I can say that when I was on the island, I saw you know, families, because you know, families also travel to the south of Maldives, because you know, first of the reason, we have, you know, very spacious villa. It's possible to accommodate 2 adults and 2 kids, and also, you know, we for us, kids below 13 years old. So it's also very convenient and very nicely for the price. So families, and of course, you know, we have a lot of activities also for families. You know, during the day we haven't, you know, any specific place which calls like kids club, but we have daily activities. You know, we have schedule for from Monday, you know, Tuesday, and every day. Coconut painting, you know, ice tasting, ice cream tasting, pizza tasting, and you know, different activities. And we see how our very important guests are happy with that. So also, what we have in the island to be happy, our guests comfortable stay. So we have only 51 villa. So Angie showed us beach villa. I do believe that for your market and for your guests, very popular beach villas. Also, we have 7 total. We have 14 overwater villas. Also, we have, 4 restaurants and 1 bar, and of course, our dive center. You know that in our dive center we have different language speaking staff, so it will be very comfortable to guests, to avoid any issues, misunderstanding, and so on. Also, we have our amazing spa, and I will love, before 5 minutes to joining this webinar, we received very warm feedback from our fam trip from UK, and I will share for sure. So also, of course, we have swimming pool, 2 swimming pool, and boutique, and golf simulator. So the next, what I want to show you, what we have. So we have 10 beach villas, 7 overwater villas, 19 beach pool villas. Also, as you can see, we have overwater sunset pool villas and deluxe beach pool villas, 2 bedroom and Kiali residence. We saw you already live video from the island. As you can see, our design of our villas, very calm, no stress, it look like a gentleman, I can say. So also this how the plan of our villa. Comparing also what I want to add from my side, comparing beach villa and beach pool villa. For example, if your guest asking, could you please recommend the accommodation with the best beach? I can tell that beach pool villa, these categories have better beach access comparing beach villa. So if you need to guarantee the best beach on the island, please choose this option. So you also saw this live. So let me jump and show you also another villas. And also, as you can see before, some our villas located, in the jungle, because when guests prefer more privacy, they can choose open view or semi-open view. For example, if your guest asking, could you please recommend for me accommodation with a great beach, no corals, no any issues to the beach, and open view, for sure I can recommend you to offer deluxe beach pool villa. So this we have only 4 villas such type of this, and they are located near our jetty. So how it looks like. Also very nice nice beach and jungle. As you can see, our island through jungle. So also you already saw live from the 2-bedroom beach pool villa, and it's a very popular category from our resort. I know that agents and guests prefer to book it in advance because it's 2 separate rooms with a door. And as usual, our guests with families prefer to book it in advance. So this is how it looks. And overwater villas. So comparing beach villas and overwater villas, what's the main difference? Of course, when you live on overwater villa, so the design, as you can see, the same, very quiet, very calm, in natural colors. But the main selling points, you can jump and see, coral reef, and that's a lot of fish, a lot of sharks, even we call it Mr. Ben. This is our resident. This is a turtle, and you can I remember this feeling. I remember that And I love to say that the most beautiful thing that we have on our island located, you can see underwater, because I cannot compare the feelings when you jump to the water and when you see and you can swim, total face by face, and you can, to be frozen on the water and look how it swim and so on. This is amazing. I can tell you, for sure, because I have visited another resorts. I never heard, any complaint, for example, about our house reef, because our resort, first of all, previous guest who in love with diving, because if you want to see the real Maldives, please come to Park Hyatt. Please, you can accommodate, you can live in beautiful overwater villa, and you can, even in the morning when you are moved to the island, I see. You cannot see any guests because I think all our guests, underwater, and they're enjoying our beautiful snorkeling, because we have on the island, for example, Gerd, and I think that he lives on the island around 10 years, and this gentleman, he's very jealous, and every time when I ask him, why, Gerd, could you please tell me why everybody told that, that in Park Hyatt we have very great house reef. He told that, look, in our resort, reef looks like not like snorkeling. In Park Hyatt you can find, so our snorkeling is like a diving. And by the way, we have for our guests special free activities. We want, every our guest try their first experience with diving. So we have a lot of activities like marine talking about coral. We advise our guests what they can see, and it's very important when you jump, you see how many marine life you can see, and you can see, so that our reef, it's like 3 meters, and when you are swimming around all the island, I can guarantee, because I felt the same, these reefs they're changing. You can see white, yellow, this nemofish, and you even, when you in your mask swim near the island, you look at this and, my God, how nature could create it. So yeah, that is the one of the main selling points of water villas, just jump. Also, we have another, this is how it looks, so this also very spacious villas with king size bed, with bathroom, but without pool. For example, if your guests want to live on water villa and they need a pool, of course, I can recommend you to choose overwater sunset pool villa. We also have only 7 units of this category, but guests can enjoy also their stay with the pool. So this is how it looks like. And of course, I want to introduce to all of you, our Kiali residents. This is our, new category. By the way, Park Hyatt, we are already 12 years old, but we did a great reconstruction 2 years ago. So renovation was 2 years ago, but this is, our Pearl 3-bedroom villa. So, and this is very huge villa, and the concept of this villa, you can feel yourself, like you live it's your own, it's your own home. We put there a lot of amenities like, private host, private chef. You can enjoy private cooking. It's a very, very nice kitchen area. You can enjoy, personal gym training, personal spa treatment. So, and of course, the in front of this villa, the beautiful, from my side I can tell the beautiful um, the beautiful part of House Reef located nearby Kiali residence. Tatiana, could you please help me to play with video to show how it look like? Yeah, thank you. So, my dears, as you can see, this type of category 3 bedroom Kiali residence, this is, like resort in resort. Let me get back to sales presentation. Yes. Yeah, I do believe, every fam trips, every guest who was in our Kiali residence, they in love. I can tell you that in Maldives, not so much this type of categories, but it's very nice and very huge, and also, a lot of activities in this guest who prefer to stay in our Kiali residence. Also, let me, as we have not so much time, of course, in villa amenities. By the way, in each villa we have our premium brand for Hyatt. This is Lilabok Cosmetics. Also, we have homemade. Beach bags and so on, and we're very careful. We take care about our nature. What else? Let me also the most one of the popular question about meal. That's why one of the reason why guests prefer to book, and we have a lot of repeaters, I can say, to ParkHyatt. So of course, our meal plan, because we have half board plus, full board plus, and all inclusive. And I can tell you that, for example, even in package half board plus, we have around, I think, 20 non-alcoholic drinks like coffee, macchiato, cappuccino, and so on and so on. So all our restaurants, this is a la carte restaurants, so you can visit, for example, for breakfast, our dining room, island grill, or the bar. Recently we received very good feedback about Chief's Garden Tree House. It's very Maldivian style, and we have also Asian food at our koi. It's very cozy restaurant, even for 12 persons can sit there. So this is how I said looks. By the way, from September to our property joined our chef. He is Italian, and we already start receiving, very good feedback from our guests and also from our fan trips. We can send you, all this information by email about meal plans, about activities. And I see this question, and activities with manta rays. So this is how our restaurants look like. In villa dining, of course, we have this option. By the way, we have our private island. So we have very great activity, Castaway. So this is try yourself and to survive in Maldives without anything. We give our guests only water, some coconut, and they try to fight with nature, try to grab some fish and so on. It's very nice experience. Our spa, we have I always received very positive feedback about our spa. It's we have an island, Dr. Arun. He's from India, and we have very nice Ayurveda packages. So please recommend. This is how it look like. And of course, our reef, as I told, we have about anything about activities with manta rays, we can do. So first of all, our guests, they prefer to do snorkeling from their villas, and another very popular excursion, of course, trip to equator. It's for, I think, 6 hours, but it's very amazing excursions, because guests can do fishing. Then we can do prepare and restaurant this fish, and during this trip to equator, when guests swim, snorkeling, always I see feedback from our dive team that guests saw dolphins, sharks, whale sharks. It's amazing. And also manta rays. So yeah, we are very, very rich with everything here in South. Also, I can recommend, I know if anyone, I do believe that someone from you already was in Maldives and try to snorkeling. But please try, if you, for your next trip, to night snorkeling. It's absolutely another experience, because you, first of all, you just imagine in the night, dark water around you, you have the light, it's a green light or purple light, and when you swim and see this coral under these lights, oh my god, it's like Aquaman story, I do believe. At that moment I feel myself that I am from mermaid movie or from Aquaman movie, for sure. So and we have very professional dive team. Also in ParkHyatt, nearby ParkHyatt, we have 43 professional dive spots. That's why people who know real diving always prefer to come in the south to us. So yeah, this is what we have. And this is not photo shoot, as I told, this is real, as you can see, and fly I mean in the water, and see, experience equator. What I missed also, I told you that we have, daily activities. So we have live music, to feel this Maldivian mood on the sunset. Because in Park Hyatt, I can guarantee you guest will see, or you when you will come to see to our property, the sunset, because the sky here, it's much huger than in other parts of Maldives. Very, very. And we have very popular activity on the beach, stargazing. So we put on the beach pillows, and guests can join on the beach when, of course, the weather good, and look at the sky. It's very amazing experience also. So in general, I can say that our property, I cannot tell you that guests who are looking for, bars, night activities, some motorizing water activities, that they will be happy with Park Hyatt. No, but we have, as I told, we have a lot of repeaters who are looking for, who want to see Maldives. And let me finish my presentation. I do believe it was short presentation that we received from our fam trip just a few minutes ago from agent. What I love how the staff greet you by touching their hat. I've never seen this before and found it a simple but effective way to interact with guests and make them happy. The way they smile when they see you as well, it's like a friend who is excited to see you. This is something that can be taught. It's a genuine reaction these kind souls have, which make a huge difference. The arrival and departure with the staff felt like we were being welcomed, seen off by family. We were visiting, and it gave me such a warm feeling seeing all these happy faces. This fact that you are 95 mosquito free is super impressive. I normally get bitten so much despite using insect repellent, so this was a great bonus for me. It was so thoughtful for you to take pictures of us. Food. The food and beverage offering for us a small island, for such a small island as is amazing, and I would really struggle to pick my favorite meal as everything was so delicious. My message was probably of the my massage. My massage was probably one of the best I've ever had. From my side, I can tell you that some of the guests on my sales calls also told me that one of the agent told me that it was her best spa experience after 11 years. She visited Maldives, so she visited in Maldives a lot of resorts. I feel like my therapist has taken 10 years of my body after my treatment. I can't remember her name, but I know she was from Bhutan. The buggy service was very great. I didn't have to wait once for an. And special thanks for Shamin. We have on the island our host. He lives on the island 10 years, and I so appreciate that in our team we can find people who work and live there more than 10 years. Because when I was in resort in Maldives, when I visited this place, you really feel that you come at your home. That's our concept, and I wish you, all of you, to. I do believe that you understood our concept, and now I can tell you that I do believe it was useful to know about Park Hyatt, who we are, and that's all from my side.
Evgenia, thank you so much for your presentation. We can feel that you are very passionate about your resort, and it's
Yes, I love Maldives.
Yes. So let's just wait for the questions from our partners, if they do have any questions, because the presentation was quite detailed and we saw the island as well. So it's quite nicely done. And let's just wait until the question will pop up, and we will highlight so far special surprises that we prepared for our partners, right? Just one moment, I will find it. So first of all, we have some added value. So all the participants of the webinar, for their future bookings, they have some advantage that the guests can use. And okay, it's quite small. I will just read it out to you what we are giving. So participants of the webinar who will send booking for 20 room nights after this webinar, basically, for 20 room nights, will get one voucher for 2 nights stay on full board with transfers for 2 people. So it's basically a small incentive on the farm trip. So if you book for 20 room nights, you have opportunity to come to resort for 2 nights on full board with transfers included. And actually this condition, they don't have special blackout dates or whatever. So it's any booking for 20 room nights starting from today until 14th of November 2025. These conditions, of course, you will receive in our follow-up email, so you will have all these details. Also, all your bookings that is coming after the webinar, your guests will receive a special added value. So they can receive a 60 minutes spa treatment, or it could be complimentary dolphin cruise as a special bonus for your booking. So your booking not only bringing you to your visit, right, like 20 room nights booking and you can come to ParkHyatt, but also your guests will have a special added value. So it could be either spa treatment or complimentary dolphin cruise. They can choose from their side what is they like more. And also there is no blackout dates or anything. So it's counted all the bookings that you will send. And the booking period is also from today until 14th of November 2025. Basically, you have a whole year to complete this task, and whole year your bookings that you will be sending, your guests will be receiving a special added value on your name. So it's very cool thing. Thank you so much, Evgenia and ParkHyatt, for such a generous offer. Both conditions are super cool, and I hope that, yes, island is not for everyone. It's for the nature lovers, to those who like sustainability, who care about the nature, who care about the planet, and those who like marine life very much, who like snorkeling, diving. It's not a joke to have so many dive spots around, and especially when it's close to the equator. Let's say like this, Huvadhoo is UNESCO protected area, and it's not just for the glory. It's really the uniqueness of the marine life in the south of Maldives is totally different from the mid Maldives or north, and it's super unique and so many dive spots. So that makes ParkHyatt in a way different from other resorts. But you need to know to whom to sell it, because it's a really unique property, and it's really for diving, snorkeling, marine life enthusiasts, to those who want to experience true Maldivian lifestyle. Let's like say like this, yeah. And also what I wanted to highlight, like, except this special added value, we have prepared for you another incentive also only for the participants of the webinar. And let me just try to highlight. I think that also because we have our faces, it will not look much bigger. Yeah, it's here, but I will still highlight for you the conditions, and you will receive this file in our follow-up email together with sales kit of ParkHyatt. Evgenia mentioned about the meal plans, all these details. You will get everything, and you will have opportunity to share it to your clients. And also I will send a file with special offers that is currently working in resort, so you can use it as well. Okay, so our incentive agreement that is ParkHyatt shared for our partners, for travel agents, so it's for you. Incentive period is from 1st November 2024 until 31st of January 2025. So basically it is like November, December and January. It's 3 months. And it's a booking stay period from November 24 until 31st of January 25. So it's also for this period of stay for the festive and high season. You will receive personally, like incentive, all room categories, $200 per booking. And if it's Kiali residence, it's $1,000 per booking. So it's really amazing. And right now we have season, so you will have so many requests going on. So you can push ParkHyatt and get your own money, basically earn more on top for yourself. So as I mentioned, it's from 1st of November until 31st of January. It's a booking period and stay period and incentive period, basically. All room categories, $200 per booking, and Kiali residence, $1,000 per booking. Of course, it's valid only through bookings via Roam in tours with us, and all the details you will get in our email. And I'm really looking forward for your requests, because the island is so beautiful. Yes, it's a little bit far, but sometimes you need to travel a little bit far to get something interesting and more unique. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So if you have any questions about the resort, please put it in the chat, as we will be delighted to answer. I know that webinar is a little bit longer than we usually have, but I hope that all the information that we provided was quite useful and you are as enthusiastic about this resort as we are. Okay. I see there is no more questions. So thank you so much for joining us today. I know it's a busy time, so I really appreciate all of you that joined for the today webinar. And thank you, Evgenia and Angie, for joining as well and share your love for this beautiful resort. Then stay in touch and happy bookings to everybody. Happy season upcoming.
Yeah, thank you so much. I wish you all Maldives.
Cool. I will just play by the end of our webinars this beautiful video. I like it so much about ParkHyatt. And see you on our next webinars.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.